Good job out of Baltic.
Yes, sir. And welcome to Football Friday on Monday and more South Dakota high school football playoffs in Iowa, too. I'm Mark Ovenden. He's Zach Board.
Monday Night Football. Tonight's show brought to you by Paul's Place in Canton, as it has been all season long. We've got highlights from throughout the state and even into Iowa a little bit.
Now we start at Swisher Field in Aberdeen in Class 11B. That's where the Cavaliers of Aberdeen Roncalli hosted the Mustangs of Tri-Valley, who came in with a deceiving 5-4 record. You look at their schedule and you see who they lost to, you understand why. They are good. Nice sack there by Jacob Kasowski. Next Mustang drive, looks like they're going to get the ball down in scoring position, but Brandon Summers recovers it on the 1-yard line. After that, though, it was all Mustangs. Landon Freeman galloping to the goal line from 41 yards out. It's 7-0 now in favor of TV. Second quarter, Brenton Hanisch carries, gets the carry, makes a couple of beautiful moves, scores from 12 yards out. They go 35-0 is the lead, and they go on to win 35-14.
The Cossacks of Sioux Valley made the long trip across the state to take on the Custer Wildcats tonight. Pick it up after a kickoff return by Custer. Sioux Valley responds. Matt Larson around the outside scrambles for 30 yards and gets into the end zone for the touchdown as the Cossacks take an 8-7 lead. Next time down the field, more from Sioux Valley. Brock Swartos punches it in from 2 yards out. This makes it 16-7. We jump ahead to the second quarter. Here comes Custer in a back-and-forth affair. Alex Kortmeyer hands it off to Grayson Trandrum. He breaks loose and is finally going to be dragged down at the 12-yard line. This was good for 49 yards. A few plays later, Kortmeyer is going to roll out of the pocket and score from 5 yards. This cuts the Cossacks' lead down to 16-14. However, it would be Sioux Valley getting one more score just before the break to make it 24-14. The final in this one, Sioux Valley all over Custer, 44-21.
Now, back up just east of Swisher Field on Highway 12, the Groton Tigers hosting Jeff Van Leur's team. Bridgewater Emery-Ethan, a perennial powerhouse in 9-man football, looking good in 11-man. Sam Aaron gets the carry, goes down the corner, 56 yards for the touchdown. Next drive, Jesse Grosdidier drops back and finds Camden Myers for the touchdown. Looks like they're going to roll. It's 14-0. But the ensuing kickoff, all the momentum would change on this. Adam Herman takes it on the 1-yard line. How far do you think he's going to go with this?
I'll say about 100 yards.
Cut. And down the sideline. Off he goes. Groton wins in a thriller on the last play of the game.
Wow.
Bennett Shabazz to Hunter LaRue. Touchdown pass of 5 yards with no time on the clock. Your final, 32-31 in the game of the night. Tri-Valley also beat Roncalli. It was winner. It's 7 shot out of the air, and there's your Sioux Valley score with a big win there.
On to Class 9AA, and what would become of the great story of Baltic? They were in Wessington Springs tonight to play Woonsocket. Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central. Opening drive for the Blackhawks, Tucker Kingsbury. The quarterback going to tuck and run into the end zone for a touchdown. It's 8-0 Blackhawks. Baltic trying to answer on their next possession. John Williamson firing deep. Dylan Moore with a great pick at the 2-yard line, and Jason Kalusak's team was not done just yet. They would go 98 yards and cap it off with this Landon Oxner touchdown run. It was 14-0 Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central. I got to make sure I get that right because I messed that up a week ago. And then in the second quarter, Baltic punting from their own 21-yard line. Josh Feener on the return, cuts back, makes a couple of men miss, and he's going to end up returning it to the 21-yard line. That would set up Oxner's second touchdown run of the day. Big win.
Nice run. He covered a lot of turf there.
Yeah, big win for Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central, 52-12. Congrats to Baltic again on a fantastic season.
Now the Chester Flyers were one of 3 undefeated teams left before tonight in 9AA. We sent Paul Heiner to their game against Stanley County. Had to go, Paul.
Mark, the Buffaloes came into this contest with an 8-1 record, so this figured to be a shootout at the OK Corral in Chester. We'll pick it up in the second quarter. Chester up 7-0. Colton Dragoset hits Cutter Gillespie over the middle for 6. We are tied at 7 heading into the second half. Third quarter, the Flyers take the lead. It's Jesse Kreutzfeldt, the youngest of the 6 Kreutzfeldt brothers.
Nice catch.
Touchdown pass puts Chester up 14-7, but the Buffaloes would begin an offensive stampede in the second half. With the game tied at 14, Dragoset hits Brevin Kleeman down at the 1. They would punch it in one play later to put him up 21-14. Late in the fourth quarter, it's Dragoset to his favorite target, Gillespie, for the touchdown. You get a high five, and you get a high five. Stanley County wins 27-21.
Impressive win by the Buffaloes, who go to 9-1. Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central wins by 40. Webster, now that game was 35-14 with 2 minutes to go, and Bonham made a close game out of it. Wolsey Wessington, Hunter Johnson had 5 touchdowns in that victory. On to Class 9A, where Irene-Wakonda, who scored 58 points in their opening round win, traveled to Canistota tonight.
Block.
First drive, Jared Nielsen takes the option pitch, and you know where he goes. He goes to the end zone. He's done that a lot in his career. 63 yards down the sideline. Next Canistota possession. It's Nielsen again. This time from 15 yards out. Where is he? There he is. He is in the end zone again. Hawks continue to pour it on. It's going to be Shea Jolly making everybody happy. Spins into the end zone. It's 20-0. Irene-Wakonda tries to claw back a bit. Gabe King goes to the air. Josh Healy makes the catch for the touchdown. But they just simply got too far behind, in Canistota, well, Jolly and everybody else on this team having quite a night. Another touchdown, 50-13. Hawks are undefeated. Waverly South Shore edging Warner 16-10. Sully Buttes goes to 9-1. The Chargers and Scotland's Highlanders also go to 9-1.
The Langford Lions took a perfect 9-0 record into tonight's quarterfinal 9B game with Hamlin. Pick it up in the third quarter. Langford gets the ball to Lincoln Gibbs, and that was a good decision on this day. This is one of his 5 touchdown runs. He ran for 291 yards. This is a 33-yard touchdown, put Langford up 39-16. Hamlin on fourth down. Danny Strand finds Ryder Grantham, another great Grantham out in Hamlin for the touchdown, 39-24. But it was yeah, you don't see this often. Good field goal here. It's Langford getting the win, 50-32.
Of course, Stickney now 9-1. The Jaguars. Harding County, the Jolly Ranchers win 40-22, and Cologne 9-1. Alcester Hudson scored with 16 seconds left to make it close. Now down to Iowa. We promised you these. There were 5 games in Iowa tonight. This is Hull Western Christian with the home game. Tyson Koima picked off by Tanner Youngbird. He had some real estate down the sideline. However, the Indians could not convert that into points. They did pin Western back on their own one, but just like some of these other drives tonight, this is a crazy one. It's 99 yards.
Wow. Ben
Granstra with a nice run there. Koima hitting Taylor Miedema in the flat. He goes all the way down to the 23-yard line. They would go on to score, by the way, a 99-yard drive. They win 28-7. West Sioux Haywarden 54-21. Central Lyon wins 28-0. Spirit Lake rolls 54-21, and Boyden Hull Rock Valley loses 38-6. Hope you enjoyed the show. That's sports for tonight.